Good morning everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Thursday live session. Today is the last settlement of the month, the fifth settlement. Generally, we see about 4 settlements in a month, but there are few months where you end up getting 5 settlements, and this is one such month where we are getting 5 settlements, and I hope you all had a good new year that is coming up. Today is the last settlement of this month. Let us quickly look into the charts for the day, beginning with the Nifty chart. This is where the Nifty chart is. We are about 1.5 hours into the trade now. Nifty opened at around 18,068 levels and made a low of 17,992. Currently trading at lower end of the 18,000. Currently quoting at 18,015. After a very good move yesterday, towards the end it had started falling, and it had given up around 70 points from the highs. So yesterday we can see Nifty had made a high of 18,173. From there on, by the time it closed at around 3:30, it was closing at 18,100 levels. From 18,100 levels, again it opens down in the morning and goes further down and cracks 18,000 also, and it is not very far off from the 18,000 level. This is Nifty for you. There is some amount of support at 17,961. Today being the settlement day, you might get some volumes also. So this is the chart of Nifty futures. We are having a support at 17,969. We will look into the Bank Nifty also. Bank Nifty, after making 43,000, it has faced resistance and now back to 42,400 levels very quickly. Yesterday we can see, by the time it closed, it had closed at around 42,783, and from 42,783 today opens lower, goes further down, makes a low of 42,486, and now quoting at 42,500. So this is the chart of Bank Nifty. Both Nifty and Bank Nifty have opened lower and have made few lower candles along the way, made a downward trajectory from the highs of 43,000 for Bank Nifty, and Nifty has been on a downward trajectory from yesterday's high of 18,178. So there is some amount of weakness getting built up in Bank Nifty. You can see there, Bank Nifty on the cutting of today's low of 42,486, it might head further down. So there is, even if it makes a pullback, the pullback of yesterday's high also acts as a resistance, so it will act as a sell level for us. It might be 500 points, might be too far for the day. Today, though there might be some volumes, the price action wise there may not be much movement. It might, if it cuts 42,486, maybe another 200 or 250 points lower is what we are expecting. So this is Bank Nifty quoting at 42,550 levels. We will quickly look into other banking stocks. We will see what's happening in some of the private banks like Axis Bank, quoting at 921. He is in the downtrend. Yesterday itself made a high of 937 and did not cut 938. That was day before yesterday's high. So it just from there on it started losing momentum and it has opened lower. Today it has opened, the first candle has been negative and rest of the candles are in the sideways. We will also look into Bandhan Bank. Bandhan Bank, not much movement, but it's evident, from yesterday afternoon the markets are losing ground. After good 2 days of pullback, we could see, from Monday itself there was pullback in markets, and today Thursday by Wednesday afternoon, all the pullback looks like is complete, and now it has started going lower. Will it crack the new sell levels is what we need to wait and watch. This is Bank of Baroda. It's still in the uptrend, but it might start going down if it cuts 179 levels. This is Bank of Baroda. Next, Canara Bank. We could see yesterday it made a high of 320, closed at 315, and now today already 5 rupees down, currently quoting at 311. These are all the intraday trends. After a couple of days of good pullback, we are again seeing some amount of pullback from the highs. We saw Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon pullback from the lows. From Wednesday afternoon, that is yesterday afternoon onwards, we are seeing pullback from the highs. This is the chart of Federal Bank defying the trend, going higher 133.95 towards the new high now. Continuous pullback is witnessed only in Federal Bank, unlike other banking stocks. We'll see what's happening in HDFC. Oh, very unusual movement of 2750, high and low of 2634. These are the freak trades which we need to be very careful of. Whenever you find such a freak trades, avoid that particular stock. You don't know, all your technical analysis will go for a toss. You can see here all the price actions look small in front of this big candle. If we did not have this big candle, and these candles would make sense, but because of one unusually abrupt candles like this can make the analysis of all the other candles difficult. So whenever such unusual movement is there, avoid those stocks, because that will not make us, or that will not help us in analyzing the stocks properly. So this is HDFC Bank. This is HDFC, sorry. This is HDFC AMC, very neatly laid out chart. Buy on the breakout of 2175, sell on the breakout of 2124. Today's low is critical for many stocks. Today markets in general have opened lower, gone down, made a new sell levels, and now trading sideways. Most of the stocks are trading sideways, making a sell level. This is HDFC Bank. Opened at 1623, currently quoting at 1618, has made a low of 1610. No buy or sell levels nearby, so just wait for new levels to emerge. HDFC Life quoting at 560, not much happening there. ICICI Bank is in an uptrend but has already given the sell signal. This is the first candle sell, 892. From 892 sell level, it is already quoting at 887 or 888. Of these stocks that we have seen today, ICICI Bank or Canara Bank, Bank of Baroda, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, these are among these many stocks. ICICI Bank is the only stock which is actually now trading below the sell level. Let us see what is happening in Kotak Bank. Not much trending day, sideways movement here. Yesterday also made 4 candles higher, but rest of the day was in the sideways movement. Very difficult stock to trade, not a easy stock to trade. Kotak Bank, stay away from such stocks which is which becomes difficult to trade. This is RBL Bank. We haven't seen the RBL Bank's movement in the last few days. Looks like the pullback is continuing and it is still going stronger. Shriram Transport, nicely laid out chart, but there is no levels to trade. This is SBI. Well, watch out for 597 levels, still in the uptrend only. Stock yesterday made a high of 606, from there on has given up 10 rupees and made a low of 597. now trying to come up. Will it cross 606 or will it come down to 597 is what we need to wait and watch. IndusInd Bank currently trading at 1210, made a low of 1200 and high of 1225 yesterday's high 1225 to today's low of 1200. This stock is now ready for either side. It is in the sell mode itself. We will look into what's happening in pharma stocks. Oro Pharma, very uneven chart, not much movement. You can see 3 days of sideways movement, so there is some small support at 435. If it sustains this support, then it can go up to 443. This is Biocon, has been trading in a very much of a sideways movement. Support was at 260 260, but looks like support is not taken, making new lows. Currently at the lowest level of the day, 261.25. Cipla 1073 is in the downtrend since last 4 days. From Monday I think was December 26th, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and now continuously it is in the downtrend. Divi's Lab 4 days sideways movement. Dr. Reddy also is in the sideways movement, goes higher and comes down. It is supporting or the honoring the technical levels of sell at 4280. If you had sold at 4280 and today it is now at 4241, 40 rupees gain in Dr. Reddy's. Sun Pharma, very uneven movement, wait for certain levels to be taken out. Torrent Pharma, today's low is critical. Today's low of 1555 can be sold into, currently trading at 1571. We will see oil and gas, Hind Petro, not much movement, currently trading at 230. BPCL 321. GAIL 95.45. Looks like this stock will give up its recent up move. It has been in the up move for last 3 days and today's low is critical. IOC currently trading at 74.5, low price stock. Generally it is better to avoid stocks below 100, especially if you are in the future segment. If you are in the future segment, the lot size will be more, price range will be less, price movement also will be less. Sometimes they will not even have enough volumes. So this is ONGC, has been in the good up move in the last few days, currently trading at 144. You can see it has been making a pullback from the lows of 121. From the lows of 121, recently it came up to 150. And from there on it has been on the downward spiral, trading at 145. From 150 it has made a low of 139. From 139 it has again started moving up, and if it again cracks 139, we are headed towards the sell. Hind Petro on the daily charts. Before we wind up, we will once again look into Bank Nifty. Absolutely narrow movement day. Even on a settlement day, Bank Nifty trading with such low volume candles is little surprising. Yes, one thing is understandable, last week of December there is going to be low volumes, but you can see Bank Nifty absolutely no movement for last 1 hour. It is trading at 15,550 levels. Maybe the post lunch session, once the Europe market opens, you might find some buying coming in or selling. Intensity in the market is what is required for a day trader. If you are a day trader, then what you have to look out for, intensity of the candles. If you are seeing a very low sized candles, then it is better, like you stay away from those stocks, because there is not going to be much movement. You can see Nifty, it had a one big candle, second big candle, after that it fizzles out, and you can see, like for the last 4 candles, the candle size, what you call, is very important for a day trader. If you are purely a day trader, then what you have to watch out is, like price volume action. In price volume action, you need to see the price in each time frame. When you are, like in a 15-minute time frame, each of the candle, see the size of the candle, and in terms of volumes also, when the stock breaks out from certain levels, watch out the volumes at that stage. If the volumes are good, then definitely you need to be in that stock, and you will get very good returns within next few candles. Supposing today, for example, if Nifty breaks or cuts 17,969, we are having a buy at 17,969, which means, like you can observe the volume happening at that level, and if the volumes are really good at that level, then within next 2-3 candles it will actually give you good returns. So in an intraday time frame, what we have noticed is, like within an hour's time, the moment it hits the buy level or the sell level, within an hour's time you get your good returns. So you can actually make some quick bucks in intraday. Only thing is, intraday, don't do the scalping if you do not have a method in place. Scalping is trading on less than 5 minutes. You might trade on 1 minute chart, you might trade on 3 minutes chart, or you might trade on 5 minutes chart. But if you are a trend follower, I would say trend following works on intraday time frame. So if you are a trend follower, wait for the trends to happen, wait for the price levels to reach, wait for those critical points on the chart where the volume action gets intensified. You can see here, whenever the candles are low, the volumes are also very less. Whenever you see some important levels, whenever there is a big candle, it is always supported with volumes, which means, like there is some action at those levels. That is where the buyers or the sellers or the algo traders, they punch in their trades in a high volume quantity. So this is very important, that for a trend follower, price action is the most important thing, and the second most important indicator that he has to watch out is volume. There is, you can see on my chart, there is no other indicator that I use. I wouldn't say this is the best method, but this is one of the method of a trend follower. If you are actually a trend follower, then you will have only price and volume on your chart. So you don't have to watch out any other generally available indicators like RSI or MACD or moving averages or stochastics or oscillators or standard deviations. These indicators, I wouldn't say it is bad, but for a trend follower, price and volume is more than sufficient. And if you are an intraday trader, yes, very important is price action, because the other indicators will take its time for it to manifest, and many a times you would have noticed price is ahead of the indicator. Price is always ahead of all the indicators, all the events, whether technical or fundamental. If you are even a fundamental trader, the price action is always telling you the news. You may not know what the news is, but price action gives you the news, and news comes later. So by then, many a times, most of the times actually, by the time the news is out, the price action is already over. So you have to be a smart trader with your limited capital. If you have to really trade, then the one of the best available resource with you is the charts. One of the best available resources that is there with you is your indicators. and trend following philosophy. I have found good working methods with trend following philosophies. So in case you want to learn the trading activities in a systematic manner, then I would suggest go ahead and join for this trading for living bootcamp. This is a 1-week bootcamp wherein we will teach you the mechanics of reading the charts, mechanics of stop losses, mechanics of targets, mechanics of identifying the next trade, mechanics of the risk management, mechanics of how to stay away and when to really enter into the market. These are all the basic things which any trader should be aware of in no matter what time frame you are trading. Traders might be intraday traders, traders might be trading for maybe 1 day, which is generally the industry terminology is BTST, which is buy today, sell tomorrow, or sell today, buy tomorrow. I have coined it the term called as ET and ET, which is enter today and exit tomorrow. If you want to be in that space, then there is something called as ET and T. You can see here, I trade ET time frame in 30 minutes actually. So this is wherever I get a call in this, when I trade in this, it means I'm buying today or selling today for the time frame of 1 day. Intraday, no matter what, whether profit or loss, you will exit at 3:15. If you are in ET and DT time frame, then you will enter today and you will exit tomorrow 3:15. So there are various time frames. You can see also if you are on a settlement week, this is the settlement week wherein I trade from Friday to Thursday. In India, you can see there is weekly settlement option for indexes, which means Nifty and Bank Nifty has a weekly settlement starting from Friday to Thursday, and Fin Nifty has a weekly settlement option starting from Wednesday to Tuesday. So Fin Nifty has a Tuesday expiry, Nifty and Bank Nifty have Thursday expiries, and this is the chart having the settlement week for Nifty and Bank Nifty also. If I have to do the settlement, generally I trade options in the settlement week and I use this 2 hours chart for that. This is the settlement week chart for Bank Nifty and this is the settlement week chart for Nifty. So if you have to learn the system well and if you want to be coached on becoming a successful trader, then you can try our Trading for Living bootcamp, and also post the bootcamp we will coach you and we will mentor you on how to take the trades. So if you are liking the contents of what we are giving from Banao Bharat, then you can definitely hit the like button, share this video to as many traders as possible. In the coming year we will be coming with more projects under Banao Bharat. Stay tuned. We will again meet tomorrow. Until then, Om Swasti.